What's going on, guys? Happy Friday Eve. It's Mr. DEBT Joe Lorick for the Money Etiquette Group, and I really quickly want to talk about Gucci and Adidas. I want to speak about them because they're in the news headlines for something stupid, just for some idiotic moves on the behalf of their organizations. Okay, let's start with Adidas. Adidas, because of Black History Month, like many big retail companies, okay, they want to go ahead and they want to say, look, I'm behind the cause. I support Black history. I support Black people. And we're going to roll out a Harlem Renaissance ad, themed ad and line, in which you use all white Adidas sneakers. The question I have for companies like this, who are you consulting before you do these rollouts? Like, are you only consulting people that were born in the 90s or something, or in the, I don't know, even the 2000s? Like, who are you consulting that doesn't understand or know Black history and the history of the Harlem Renaissance, and also are aware of what today might offend people? Because obviously somebody's not doing their homework. I mean, I don't know who Adidas is speaking to. I don't know. Adidas just seems really disconnected from Black culture, even though they're trying to make money off of Black culture. And that's disturbing, because by now, with all the mistakes that have been made in 2018, you would think that Adidas wouldn't start 2019 making these type of mistakes. You would think that, well, let's go ahead and get some Black folk in the know. And I'm not speaking about prominent names. I'm speaking about people who are just aware of the culture, where it is today and where it's been, and use them as, consultants before you market to Black people. You don't release a line or anything in reference to the Harlem Renaissance during Black History Month and not claim that you're not pandering to Black people. And I'm not saying I'm going against your efforts to pander for Black people. I just don't want you to do it just in February. And of course, I know that Adidas has done it and struck out many times when they've tried to do it outside of the month of February. But you had a real effort here. There was some real plans in this, and it just failed. So it makes you wonder again, who's working at Adidas? Who are they consulting? And then Gucci. Hip hop culture. You saw it recently with Soulja Boy, with so many people that represent Gucci, right? So Gucci designs a sweater, or someone at Gucci designs a sweater. It's like a turtleneck that goes over part of your face, right under your nose. And there's red lip outliner, and it's all Black. So it looks very similar to blackface. Gucci, who are you consulting before you put this stuff out? Or are you just waiting for backlash and then plan on pulling it back? And of course, if you're not consulting anyone, if Gucci isn't consulting anyone, if Gucci isn't concerned about Black consumers and sensitivity to things like blackface, I mean, come on. It looks like blackface. It's not even like something that you have to have a big imagination to see it. It's right there. How is it that you make that type of mistake if you've consulted someone? But the bigger issue is, if you're not consulting someone, then maybe Black dollars shouldn't be spent on Gucci. And I'm not trying to start a boycott. I'm not trying to start anything big with Gucci. What I'm questioning is, if you are concerned or you want Black dollars, and so many rappers, so many prominent people represent Gucci. They really do sell Gucci. And you sponsor a lot of these Black athletes and rappers and celebrities. So I'm not saying that you're not spending money to get the Black dollar. You're sponsoring people who have influence so that the Black community, my community, will purchase Gucci, right? I'm not mad at that. That's business. However, I want to know who's being consulted when even you're dropping something in a line that's not necessarily aimed at Black people. Who are you consulting? Because if you're not consulting anyone, if Gucci's not consulting anyone, and rather react in a reactionary way, man, that's a failing game plan. We do live in cancel culture at times, where I'm not saying that people are really going to cancel Gucci for a long period of time. But in history, we have seen brands that the black culture has felt offended him or didn't consider them get canceled to an extent, lose a lot of money, because we know there is power in the black dollar. So again, how does this make you guys feel? I mean, do you feel like this was just an honest mistake from Gucci, or do you feel like Gucci shouldn't make this type of mistake because of their ties into the black community, because of them using black celebrities like Soulja Boy and all these other people out there? I mean, Gucci man, I don't know if he got a deal, but hey, but nevertheless, they should be aware because of their ties with black people and black culture and their efforts for getting black dollars. The same goes for Adidas. Adidas should be very aware because they're pursuing black dollars. They're not one of these companies that just gets black dollars and they're, you know, just because they're a good brand and people like it. No, you're actually pursuing black dollars. So should they be held responsible for mistakes like this? Should they be held at a higher standard because they're going after black dollars? Or do you think that it's irrelevant and this is just some normal stuff? This is just what big companies do. Tell me guys what you think. Do you think we should hold Gucci and Adidas more accountable? Do you think that they shouldn't be making these mistakes because they're pursuing black dollars, unlike some other companies? Or do you think, well, it's just an honest mistake? You know, do you support Gucci and Adidas and these companies? Let me know. Let me know what you think.